Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Roseline. On this channel, I create content around food recipes and other exciting videos. So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing with you some of the beauty trends I have noticed in Nigeria in comparison to South Africa. This video intends to be fun, educating and informative. I hope you find value in this video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing to my channel. Without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is fashion and dress sense. Most Nigerians are very fashionable. In Nigeria, looking good and appearing glamorous is some people's top priority. They don't mind spending millions of nairas on just looking good. That is to tell you how serious an average Nigerian would take this fashion thing. If you attend a party in Nigeria, like the wedding party, if you are not careful, you might most likely mistake an invited guest to be the celebrant just because everyone at the party is appearing so glammed up and looking so beautifully dressed up like the celebrant. You know, most times fashion in Nigeria is like a go big or go home kind of fashion. Unlike South Africa, where I have noticed that most people prefer to go casual or just look simple. In South Africa here, there is this TV show I used to watch. It's called The Perfect Wedding. At times when I see the guests in the wedding, I'm always like, wow, so these people dress this way to a wedding because they look so simple and so casual and, you know, they're just so simple compared to Nigeria. That if you go to a Nigerian party, oh my God, you will see the way people are so glammed up with their headgear and, you know, the outfits that like you would know that these people had practically invested a lot of money in their outfits. And most designers in Nigeria are actually making it. I mean, the designing industry is a profitable one, especially if you are very good and you are very creative, because they are offering a service that most people in Nigeria are actually consuming, which is, you know, good outfits and just looking good. It's like a go big or go home kind of thing. Meanwhile, here in South Africa, I have noticed from my own experience, please note I am speaking from my own experience, that for most of their occasions, like and the wedding parties, most of them dress formal. It's either the men are wearing their suits, the ladies are just wearing maybe their simple dress and a fascinator on their head. And some persons might even decide to go on a jean and a top. Yeah. In a party here in South Africa. I can describe most South Africans as very minimal when it comes to their fashion. Yes, this is not to say maybe their fashion sense is inferior in any way compared to Nigeria. No, this video is not about that. Please, it's not about that. It's just, you know, trying to state the differences. You know, recently I was listening to an interview of a fashion designer in Nigeria, and she listed some of the prices she usually charged for her clothes. I was like, wow, and you mean people buy these clothes at these amounts? That is to tell you how much an average Nigerian would go to invest into their look. Yes. Also, have you seen Nigerian red carpets? It is like competition of who is well glammed, like especially for the ladies, even the men. They do not take it lightly with their dressing. Like, it is usually a serious affair when it comes to this dressing. You see most of them, even during the interviews at the red carpet, they will tell you, oh, I'm wearing this and this is how much my clothing cost and everything. But here in South Africa, most times, even in their red carpets, most of them still, you know, try to make it so simple and less dramatic. Yes, like their dressing at times is just less dramatic as compared to Nigerian ladies in terms of red carpets, where you see some clothing and you start wondering like, wow, how did the designer of this dress make this dress? What was the inspiration behind this dress? So it's usually a serious case. Most fashion designers in Nigeria are not poor. Yes, those people are making it. Those people are making it, especially if they are very good and creative. I'm sure if most of them are to be in South Africa, South Africa might not be their target market, or they might not actually get good paying clients in South Africa, because most of South Africans are not into those kind of dressing compared to Nigeria, where most people can afford to spend millions of naira on their clothing. Here in South Africa, most of them, maybe very few of them, like they are celebrities or maybe people in the entertainment industries, are just people who will most likely go overboard a little bit, you know, just to also invest in most of those looks. People will rather go to the mall and buy their casual outfits, their English wear, rather than, you know, paying a fashion designer for a custom dress that is going to cost them millions of rands. I had one experience when my daughter wanted to clock one, and I went to the mall. I was looking for this beautiful baby girl's kind of gown for her first birthday photo shoot. But I couldn't find what I actually wanted. Like, and you know, most of these gowns are actually all over the markets in Nigeria. And I was like, wow, why can't I get this gown in South Africa? But because I'm a designer and to some extent I can actually create some beautiful things with my hands, I had to, you know, sort the materials, like the fabric I wanted and everything I wanted to use. And I had to make her first birthday dress myself. I mean, I'm a Nigerian, and you know how we do these things. We want our baby girls looking all beautiful and glammed up for their special day. Another thing I've also noticed, or another beauty trend that I've also noticed, is in Nigeria, an average Nigerian lady now owns a human hair, except for people who do not desire them due to religious or personal reasons. Most ladies in Nigeria, you see them on their bone streets. You see them on their bone streets, like everyone just wants that, you know, what do you call it, 360 glueless wig or glued wig and all that. And you know, it's just becoming a normal thing. And you know how expensive hair is in Nigeria. You see even some hair vendors in Nigeria selling a single hair for up to 2 million naira. You heard me right, 2 million naira. And people are actually buying it. Yes, people are buying it. Nigerians are buying it because everyone wants to look good. They all want to look good. In comparison to South Africa, that I've seen a lot of ladies on their natural hair. Some of them even keep their hair very low and short, and they still appear so beautiful. Like, South African ladies are beautiful. They appear so beautiful. And most times I even see ladies on this Benny and Betsy, like this African trading. Yes, they have seen most girls or most ladies around here in this country on African trading, and they look so good. But back in Nigeria, most times when you see ladies on African trade or on this Benny and Betsy, you just assume maybe this person cannot afford making other types of hair, or maybe it is due to some religious or personal reasons. But here in South Africa, it is like a norm. People don't care. Like, people go out in their Benny and Betsy. I mean, big girls, ladies looking good, or even on their low cuts. And for the men in Nigeria, have you heard about the beard gangs? So in Nigeria, most men actually love to keep their beards. Like, they keep it, it's like it's like a normal thing for most people. But I've noticed here in South Africa that most men have their clean shaves. Like, that clean shave is just there. Like, I don't know if it's a kind of genetic or personal reasons or all that. But in comparison to Nigeria, most of the men here go about their clean shaves. Meanwhile, like, most guys in Nigeria, you know, want to keep their beards. Like, they even have special cares that they also give to those beards and all that. So, and also the hairstyle. Most men in Nigeria usually go with this hairstyle. I do not know the name, but maybe I will just attach a picture. Like, they kind of, you know, shape it nicely and leave some hair at the top here. But here in South Africa, most of the men actually go with shish cup. Yeah, did I pronounce it right? Shish cup, like the clean shave kind of head, like that. Like, the clean shave kind of hair is very, very common here in South Africa compared to Nigeria. Another thing I also noticed is the use of makeup. An average Nigerian lady now, to some extent, can do their own makeup, at least the day-to-day kind of makeup, even if it's not that professional. But here in South Africa, I have actually noticed that most ladies go about their day-to-day activities with their bare face and they still look so beautiful and, with that lovely skin. If you are invited to an event in Nigeria as a lady, except for some religious reasons or personal reasons, one of the things you have to include in your budget is makeup because you want to look all glammed up and just looking so good. But here in South Africa, you find them even in events or anywhere, and most of them don't actually care so much about trying to put on makeup and all that thing. That is not to say they do not make up. They actually make up. Some of them actually appear on makeup, but in comparison to Nigeria, Nigerian ladies are so heavy on makeup. Another thing I also noticed is that here in South Africa, most people prefer to go with backpack. Yes, compared to Nigeria, where if you would most likely carry a backpack, it's either you are a student or you are actually carrying that backpack for the purpose of your laptop. But here, most people just, it's common that you see ladies carrying their backpack as compared to Nigerian ladies carrying their handbag. Like, most Nigerian ladies spend a lot of money buying designer handbags. Like, yes, designer handbags. But over here, most people do not actually care. You just see them with their backpack and they still look so beautiful. Another thing I've also noticed is the choice of shoes. I've noticed that ladies here in South Africa prefer to go on techies or sneakers as compared to Nigeria, where most ladies would rather go on their stilettos, heels, and all those beautiful and glamorous shoes. Compared to South Africa here, most people do not actually mind. Even to the offices, the ladies are free to wear their sneakers, their techies to the office, except otherwise stated in the rules that apply in such offices. Wearing sneakers and techies in Nigeria is considered casual. Yes, it's considered casual and too simple. But here, wearing your techies and your sneakers, it's just normal. Yes, it's just normal, and most times it's usually so beautiful. And one thing that even amazed me was when I first came into this country, I noticed that even the grandmas, like here they call them the gogos, like the gogos, we also wear sneakers. They actually look so good and it's usually so beautiful. So these are some of the things I have noticed in Nigeria and South Africa in terms of fashion trends. Like I said at the beginning of this video, that this video intends to be fun, entertaining, and informative. This video is in no way trying to put one country down as against the other. So I hope you found value in this video. Please like this video, leave your thoughts in the comment section, kind comments in the comment section, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Please subscribe, share my videos with your friends and family. Let them subscribe to my channel so that we can grow this channel together. Thank you so much for watching. Until I come your way next time again, remain blessed. Bye.